New developments on the coronavirus outbreak in Connecticut. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Dennis House. A grim update this evening as cases continue to mount. Now, this is where we stand right now. There have been now 875 cases in our state. 7 more people have died since yesterday, bringing the total to 19. Tonight, state epidemiologist Matthew Carter told us that we're only seeing a fraction of the actual cases. We'll hear from him a little bit later in the broadcast. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matthew Campbell is standing by at the State Armory with an update for us tonight. He's outside the O'Neill State Armory. Matthew?
Yeah, Dennis, a lot of new information coming from this news briefing. You did go over some of the numbers. Of the 19 who died, the majority are older than 75. Now, there's also new information about small business loans, and here's some of the numbers on that. For businesses with 100 employees or less, the state is offering a no-interest loan for 18 months. This is to cover 3 months of operating expenses and will be capped at $75,000. There's also another loan option for small businesses with 500 employees or less. That's coming from the federal government, and we're still working out on some of those details right now. Many, though, are at home right now. They're worried about their unemployment benefits. They need this money, and right now there is a 3-week backlog, and the governor understands this. He says he is shifting every resource at the Department of Labor to address this, and Susan Raff will have more on this later on in this broadcast. But something that so many people have been asking about, the White House advised anyone who visited New York in the last 14 days to self-quarantine. They wanted to know about closing borders. Governor Lamont says it's not something he's really considering right now. Take a listen.
We used to get a lot of rumors about, are you going to be closing roads? Are you going to be closing borders? And it's worth noting that Metro North is running at about 5% as opposed to 100% of capacity. Our ridership is down by about 95%. So a lot of people are quarantining themselves. And again, I like to think that's indicative of the social distancing. I always have to listen to the traffic report beforehand. And it's just sort of eerie to hear the traffic report say there are no cars on the road. And that is, again, indicative of the fact that I think people are taking the social distancing very seriously.
Now, over the last few days, you've seen the need for medical equipment here in our state, and we do have a big update on that. The governor tells us that in the next 48 hours, a big shipment will be coming to the state, so hopefully that'll provide some relief for the medical workers throughout Connecticut. For now, that's the latest live here at the Armory. Matthew Campbell, Channel 3 News.
Okay, Matthew, thank you.